What's going on, everyone? So Los Angeles Lakers pulled off a huge comeback win yesterday in a double overtime game against the Milwaukee Bucks. They were down by as much as 19. Just looked like they were dead in the water on several occasions, but kept fighting, kept showing that grit, which I absolutely love, right? I always say it's not over. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. It's never over until it's over. And we've seen this team on several occasions be able to climb out of big holes, even in the fourth quarter. I mean, they're the best fourth quarter team in the league for a reason. They are currently on a 4-game win streak. They are 8 games over 500 for the first time this season. For the first time in a long time, like years. And it's just, it really is exciting right now for us Lakers fans. It really is refreshing. And look, I mean, there's a genuine argument that they don't really have a game that they should potentially lose. Again, I don't think that they should lose any of the games coming up, but like the tough challenges until April 6th against the Cavs. You have the Memphis Grizzlies, the Indiana Pacers, the Brooklyn Nets, the Toronto Raptors, and the Washington Wizards. It's 5 games, although all on the road, all against teams that, look, the Lakers have beaten multiple times, should beat them, and ideally go 6-0 on this road trip. That would actually extend them to like a 9-game win streak, which they haven't had one yet. They haven't had one again in a very long time. But you look at teams like Houston and stuff, they've done it. And the Lakers have the talent. They're more than capable. But we'll see. 1 game at a time. And you got to carry over, get the job done against the Memphis Grizzlies today. Now, LeBron James is scheduled to play this game. He is supposed to return back from that ankle injury, which is good, right? The Lakers played a double overtime game. I mean, some of these guys, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, all played like 50-plus minutes. Most of the starters all played like almost an entire game's worth of minutes. So you're going to need LeBron, who got the rest, who's going to have fresh legs. We're probably going to be very LeBron reliant today. In a perfect world, everyone comes out, they're in rhythm, right? Because they just got sort of the kinks out from the previous game. They're in stride. They got momentum. I would love to see the Lakers just come out and they're just hitting everything. They're looking good. They're looking great. But there's also the real possibility that guys' legs are jello and it's rough. Guys are really struggling. And you couldn't really knock them for it, right? I mean, that was a huge win. So to me, LeBron James is going to be huge this game. And if the Lakers win this game, it makes the Lakers look brilliant, right? And it's something that I've defended with, like, hey, you rest LeBron against the team that could beat you even with LeBron. That way, if you do pull off that upset win, which the Lakers just did, well, now you're playing against a team that you should win even without LeBron, but you add in LeBron, it just increases that much more likely. Well, now you add in the circumstance that the Lakers just finished a double overtime game. It's like, we really need LeBron. So we'll see which Lakers kind of can stay in rhythm and keep it the flow. You still have guys on the bench that you kind of rely on a little more heavier than usual, especially going up against the Grizzlies. Like, this is a game where you could maybe get Cam Reddish a little more burn, Taurean Prince, Darvin Ham's favorite. I know people aren't super sold on him playing like 30+, but if guys are jello out there, right? If you can get them some rest against a team, if we were playing Boston, it's one thing, but playing Memphis, we should be able to kind of utilize our bench and our other guys to kind of, fill in some spots here. Even Anthony Davis, give Jackson Hayes some extra minutes. This is a good opportunity, maybe get Harry Giles some minutes. Just Max Christie, right? Like, let's get into our bag a little bit and kind of utilize some guys. I'm not saying that they have to play 30, 40 minutes a game, but if you could kind of keep guys' minutes around 25 to 30, right? So no one's playing over 30 minutes because they just played 50+ the night before, right? Like, they still have more games coming up. It's not like they have like a 4-game rest period or anything. Just a thought. But Anthony Davis, as of right now, he's probable for the game. So, look, my guess, and I talked about this yesterday, my guess is that they kind of get a feel during warm-ups, right? And just kind of, hey, how you feeling? Have them get a good look at the doctor, All right, doctor says, okay, he's fine. AD, how you feeling? He had a hyperextended knee. It was a sequence against Giannis where he went up for a shot and Giannis kind of like banged into his leg. So hopefully Anthony Davis plays. Because look, I've said this and I'll continue to say it. We're not a better team without LeBron, but we have the pieces to offset when LeBron doesn't play for a game or two, or even like a small extended stretch. Right? You need LeBron heavy for the playoffs. His experience, his understanding, his IQ, the way he can break things down over the course of a 7-game series, right? Like, there's a lot that LeBron brings heavy to the table, more so the playoffs. In the regular season, a lot of things are different. And again, you have complementary pieces that can all kind of elevate and step up and get more opportunity and bigger roles when LeBron doesn't play. So Lakers can have shown that they can win some games and beat some very good teams without LeBron. But without Anthony Davis, things become a lot harder because we just don't have the pieces to by committee to offset Anthony Davis not playing. Again, Jackson Hayes, Harry Giles, like they can help with some things, the rebounding, maybe be a little bit of a lob threat, but they're not anywhere near the defensive player that Anthony Davis is. They're not anywhere near the offensive scorer that Anthony Davis is, right? Like his general overall impact, his ability to make plays, his ability to stretch the floor, hit the mid-range. Like there's just so many things that Anthony Davis does that we just don't have guys that can do that at, 6'10", 6'11", whatever, right? So it's a big difference than LeBron James, where it's like, okay, well, Rui now gets to slide to the 4 where he's best, so his rebounding is going to pick up, his offensive production is going to pick up, right? You get Austin Reeves, he gets more opportunities on ball, more opportunities to score. D'Angelo Russell, same thing, right? Like you start going down the line. It's like, okay, you can kind of offset LeBron, but AD really becomes a struggle. So we need him to play. Can we beat Memphis without Anthony Davis? I do believe we can, but it's not going to be easy, right? We'll see what their player status is like as we approach the game, but it's if they're smart, right? Because a lot of people point to, look at the Boston Celtics game. But to me, that was more of a Boston kind of selling that game than us winning that game. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to take credit away from the squad. We did our part. We did our job. Like, you still have to capitalize on Boston making those errors. But Boston shot like 44 threes or something like that in that game. Rather than realizing, oh, hey, Anthony Davis isn't in the game, let's go and be aggressive and attack the basket and really put some rim pressure on this squad that has no rim protection, right? But instead, Boston shot 48 threes. They were 16 of 48, 33% from 3. I mean, literally more than half of their shot attempts, or actually it was half of their shot attempts. They had 97 field goal attempts total. They shot 48 three-pointers. So half of their field goal attempts were threes against a team that did not have Anthony Davis. They didn't have Anthony Davis. And yet, they didn't have LeBron James. Let's not leave out LeBron James. But why? Because guess what? Boston literally shot themselves out of the game. Where you look at a team like Houston when we didn't have Anthony Davis. What were they? They were aggressive. They were physical. They went and attacked the basket. They were relentless. They didn't settle for threes. I'm not saying they didn't take any of them. Of course they did. They shot some threes, but it was a lot of like inside out game. It was a lot of just being aggressive at the rim. So, you San Antonio is another great example, right? We need Anthony Davis, but look, guys got to pick it up. We cannot afford to offset the win yesterday by losing today. This is a huge opportunity to really gain some momentum, go on a 5-game win streak, but also get some real strides in the standings, right? Like, even just to get ahead of some of the teams in the back. Golden State plays Orlando on the road. They're off back-to-back, right? So there's a good chance that they lose that game. If we win, all of a sudden, we're like 3 games ahead of the Warriors, really starting to create some distance. Houston, I'm not really worried about catching us. I know that they're on a 9-game win streak, but we're 3.5 games ahead of them. If we win again, we're basically 4 games ahead. But if we get that, right, if we get the win today, all of a sudden we're only a game and a half behind the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings for the 7th and 8th seed. And we're only 2 games back, or 2.5 games back of Dallas for the 6th seed. We're in striking range, baby, with a very favorable schedule coming up. So, got to do your job, got to play your role, got to do your parts. We'll see how it plays out. I believe in the Lakers. I believe that they'll have success. I believe they'll get it done tonight, but we'll see. As always, this is a discussion. I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you believe in the Lakers tonight? Think they get this W? Do you not? Do you have your concerns because, just tired legs and whatnot? Lakers are on the road. All of those factors. Again, how do you feel? What your thoughts are? I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.